today is day 15, which means I'm halfway through this little challenge of 30 days of sitting in front of the camera and talking to the camera. And that intro has been getting a lot easier, which is nice. But I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk more about kind of what I did today. So I went on a very long walk throughout the whole park area, or just kind of open green space in Valencia. It honestly was really fun. I do appreciate cities that take time to create a green space for a lot of people to go and just be fit and move around and enjoy nature. That is I love that, and it's coming from somebody like me who I love being in nature, but I also like the convenience of kind of being in a little bit of a city where I don't have to drive everywhere I'm going. They have really good transportation with the trains and the buses, and it just makes the whole experience really nice for me. And I really am enjoying how things work in Spain with how much transportation options you have that aren't just vehicles or cars to get you around and around wherever you want to go. But sorry, I just realized I'm saying but so many times. With going to the park and everything, it was a lot of fun because you got to see all these birds in there, the different trees. That was honestly the biggest thing that really surprised me, was just how many different trees that were there in the couple hours that we walked, because it took us a little bit. It took us, I think, 4 hours, if not a little bit more, 4 hours. But we also did kind of cut through Valencia because they have a lot of the statues going on and everything, which are super cool. And so we walked and everything, and it was just the amount of different trees, the different workout areas, the parks. We found a park that literally was just it looked like a pirate, or maybe don't quote me on this. It's just some guy had fallen down like this, and his whole body was just a place to play, and even his boots was a slide, and his hat was a little area, and it was honestly really cool to see. And it just yeah, that stuff kind of really was crazy. The amount of fountains. I really do enjoy a place that you can be in and there could be hundreds of other people and still feel like the whole area is open and there's not a lot of people there. That is amazing. I think cities should have more of that, so that's not just so cement based, if that makes sense. I'm also, like I said, I love nature. I love being in nature. One of my favorite things is waterfalls and the ocean, mountains, trees. I love nature. And so it's been very nice to be able to go walk that whole entire little park area, because we don't have a lot of trails in nature that are around here, or at least recently we haven't really had the opportunity to go do those things because we don't have an international license, so we can't just rent a car and drive around. And so it just kind of makes it really hard for us to be able to go to trails, unless if we want to walk a couple miles to get to the trail and then also walk the trail, then have to walk back, which honestly does not sound like fun. But so filler words. Sorry, my brain's realizing I'm saying a lot of filler words. That I'm gonna kind of veer off because I do want to talk about this, and I don't want to forget not to talk about it. One thing that I have noticed is that I kind of string my sentences into one big runoff, and run on. It's not run off, but I digress. I tend to use a lot ands, so's, buts when I try to talk about things, and it becomes a very long sentence. I notice it more at least back a little bit when I started this, I noticed it more after I finished recording a thing and then go back and edit what I'm doing. I've been kind of watching back a lot of my other videos, and I'm kind of trying to figure out a few things that I can tweak and get better, and one of them is trying to kind of actually make sentences and not just constantly add ands, so's, buts, and like conjunction. I think that's the word for this. I'm not very good with grammar, especially. I've never been good with grammar. I can tell you what a noun is, and that's pretty much it. But there we go again. And but, and yeah. With that, I want to, like I said, I want to try to figure out how to kind of make my sentences actual sentences and not feel like I have to flow every single sentence together with and, so, but, meanwhile, this. Because then it just becomes really long, and I don't know if you guys feel it as well. If you could leave a comment if you kind of feel the same, where I don't know if you've noticed it, but comment if you feel the same, where it's kind of it gets annoying when you hear and multiple times or but multiple times. At least it does for me. And so I want to make sure that I'm not doing that too much. And so that's kind of my side tangent I want to go on, is just try not to make all my sentences one sentence. What else do I want to talk about? The walk, we ended up actually making it to the beach, which we didn't get to spend too much time at the beach. Unfortunately, we kind of thought we had a little bit more time and it wasn't going to take us as long as it did. And so unfortunately, we were able to walk across the sand, touch the water, and we had to leave. It was kind of for the best though. I've been having a weird thing happen where one of my toes on my right foot kind of has like a burning sensation, or like it slightly hurts in like the joint sometimes when I step, and if I step on a rock and it goes like this, that really hurts my toe sometimes. I'm not sure why. There are moments where I'm fine and everything is great, and then there's other times where I step wrong and it really, really hurts, and I'm starting to limp because I can't fully use my toes. I also have a blister on my left foot, so that doesn't really help. But other than that, it was a lot of fun. We got to see some really cool things. I got to watch some very interesting birds doing a mating call, which I'm kind of sad because I had recorded a part of the trees, and then I stopped recording and I saw a bird fly to another bird, right? And it was on the branch. And I went to record them, and I was sitting there like, oh yeah, I'm getting all this, and like the bird's like, coo, coo, and just being like, I think a mating call? I'm not exactly sure, but it was just like, to this other bird, like, the bird's right here, this bird's here, and it's just like, coo, coo. And it just looks really stupid. And I realized I had not pressed the record button, so I'm kind of sad I missed all of that, but it is what it is, and yeah. But it was fun. That's the big thing, is it was a lot of fun. I plan on drinking some more water and getting packed, because also today is sadly our last day here in Valencia. Tan. Well, technically tomorrow is going to be our last day, but this was our last full day. We're going to go jump on a train again and have fun. So yeah, I'm going to get some more water, get some of this stuff packed, and call it a day, get some sleep, because I have a headache. With that, I am going to tell you guys goodbye and see you later.